for the day. Hold on, sorry. I've been sitting at my desk all day and it's a mess and it's crowded. Everything I've been doing. I keep bumping these. Good enough, right? Life doesn't have to be perfect. No one is. It'd be silly to expect that. Okay, so the deities and archangels, this is complexity, this is defensiveness. They want you to continue to layer your defenses and to listen to your inner voice. You have been preparing for something, or you have been, or you need to have been. You have been preparing for something, but you need to continue to prepare for something, and things are, it's not that it's going to get harder, but you are going to need more defenses put up, right? You are going to need more defenses put up than normal to be able to continue on with what you're working on. And it's kind of hard because you have been, this is preparation. It's been kind of hard. You've been trying to work on balancing work and family, and on it, let's be frank, I feel like when you have a family and you work, it never feels like there's a great balance, or there could be a great balance, but then you're like tired. It's a struggle. It's a struggle for everybody. I know it's a struggle for everybody across the board. There are periods of times where it is easy, and there are periods of times where it is hard. And right now, it's just a little bit hard for you because you've been working on things. You know that you have to have your defenses up, and the universe is like, hey, you're going to want to continue to do that, at least for the time being. So what they're saying is, they're like, just reflect on on your growth and what you've overcome, because you have come a really long way in the skills that you are learning and what you are doing. There is going to be a job. This is going to be it. There's going to be a job transition, which you are aware that there's going to be a job transition. And to be completely honest, it's probably pretty stressful. So you have a lot of things to be stressed about. You have to continue to put up your defenses. Probably you have to have your defenses up at work. Oh, yeah. Because people are defensive and moody at work because there are things that are going on, and you are a healer, a counselor, you are naturally supportive, but that means that you're probably also an empath, and so you pick up on other people's feelings and their emotions, and it makes it very difficult for you at your job. That you know that you're not going to stay at, and you've been working really hard, and you've been preparing to leave, and you've been working on this other project, and you have this family that you're trying to balance. You are going through it, and the universe is just saying, hey, it's a lot. Everything is going to be fine, because if it weren't, they would have put it on these cards, okay? And we are not done pulling these cards, but I can tell you that they would be on these cards if everything were not going to turn out okay. But you do want to make sure you're getting the right guidance, and you do want to make sure that you're listening to your inner voice so that you can get that right guidance. We are headed into eclipse season, so if you are an empath, you're probably, you are probably sensitive to different times of year. Some people are sensitive to portals. Some people are sensitive to new moon energies or full moon energies. Some people are more sensitive during the eclipse. If you find yourself picking up, and then you have the whole work situation on top of that. If you feel yourself feeling raw or stretched or thin, take note, pay attention to how you are feeling so you can take the appropriate steps to make a change so that you can continue to feel your best. You know, and keep your defenses up, and make sure that you are making time for yourself, a space for you, so that you can feel like you when you're dealing with all the ugliness that is currently surrounding you, because it sounds like you're just really the energies around you probably aren't doing you any favors. All right, ready to enrich? Ready to enrich. Go ahead. Well, I want to do 3, but I guess we're going to do 4 because I want another card for ready to enrich. Okay, so you're ready to enrich. You're going through a transformation. You're about to start a new cycle in your life. Oh, obviously, because you're starting a new job. So absolutely, you're going through transformation. And you're ready because you are a healer or a counselor, and you are supportive. And you don't have to have those official job titles. It can be just like that type of role. You're ready to enrich people's lives because it seems like that's probably not what you're doing right now. I feel like pause. Take a break when you need to. Take a break and breathe and relax when you need to, so that you can put your best foot forward and you can continue to be your best version of yourself, because you can't support people, you can't help heal people. It's hard to counsel people when you feel empty and drawn thin. Charismatic, protective. You are, well, you're a freaking joy, that's for dang sure. But you are also protective. So even though you are going through all of these feelings, you go out of your way to make sure that if other people are sensitive, and like I said, if you are a healer or a counselor, or you do something that fills that role, then you probably are an empath, or you have gifts, one of the clairs. And if that's the case, and you're aware of it, you know, you probably go out of your way to protect other people who you know are sensitive as well. And I do think that that's probably a reminder to you to make sure that other people are using the protection they need to keep themselves comfortable and safe during this really weird season, because we're just really in a weird time frame. We have weird things going on in the world. You have weird things going on at work. Does this seem weird? I'm sorry if this sounds weird. I don't know. I've been in a weird mood today. We're going to continue to roll with it. All right, so we have the Wild Mystic Oracle cards. What I'm going to do is I will pull them, and then I will do... I'm going to pull 3 cards, and then I'm going to pause the video, and I'm going to look them up. The Oracle cards, they come with a guidebook, and I'm not going to read you the whole insert to whatever, you know, whatever. Oh, I think I just saw that one. Serendipitous or what? Look, it's at the bottom of the deck. Bottom of the deck energy. Dear kindness, treat yourself with kindness, but make sure you continue to treat others with kindness, especially if there are issues at your work and they are being defensive and moody, there's probably a reason. You know what I mean? Even if you're finding it a little bit more difficult because you are feeling a little bit raw, other people are as well, and it's not their fault that what is happening is happening. But boy, we jumped the shark a little bit, didn't we? So I'm going to pull 3 cards. I'm going to pause the video, and then I will pick the snippets out. Sometimes the cards are self-explanatory, like the kindness one. Sometimes they are not. Sometimes you need to read what it says about it, but you never, very rarely, do you take the whole snip that is written about each card into play. Normally it's just a sentence or two, or you get a feeling and it like leads you to what the card is supposed to be saying. So you don't have to sit there for all that because we all have lives. So I will pause the video and I'll figure out what it's saying, and then I will bring the information to you through the power of technology, and it'll be amazing. And you'll be like, wow, Christy, that's so great. And I'll be like, I know. All right, we have fear in reverse. I don't think you are afraid of what's happening. You're not afraid of what's happening, but you are stressed because you don't know all the bits and pieces and all the synchronicities. Like, you know you're going to have to change jobs, but you don't have the exact time. You know, you have an idea at least what the world, you know, what you're going to be doing afterwards, but you don't have the full picture, if that makes sense. Heal in reverse. Heal in reverse. Let me think about that one. Maybe I'll just be able to tell you what it is, but I might need to look that one up. You don't need to heal. You've done a lot of healing. Is that what it is? You've done the healing that you need to do to kind of take over, take the next steps with confidence. You know you're meant to do what you are going to be doing. You know that the job that you are currently in doesn't serve you any longer. That doesn't make it sad, you know, it doesn't mean that it's not sad. Any sort of transition, especially if you've been there for any length of time and you've created connections with other people, leaving is sad. But this is something that you can do with confidence. Let's see. Victory. Victory in the upright. And this is something that once this actually starts to happen, once this all goes down and you make the transition to what it is that you are currently doing to what it is that you are meant to be doing, you're going to be very successful at it. It's going to give you a lot of joy. It's going to make you really happy. It's going to give you a better work-life balance than what you are currently experiencing, because right now it seems like it feels like you have a lot on your plate. It's not that you don't enjoy what you're doing. It's just that there's a lot, and there's not a lot of time to like do regular life things that most people do that just regularly bring some joy. You should still absolutely try to continue to fit those in, but understand that the universe understands that, you know, the reason why those aren't getting done, the reason why you might be neglecting your self-care a little bit, or your self-peace, is because you are working on this, and they're reminding you this is just for a minute, this is not forever. Bottom of the deck, courage. Courage and believe. Believe this is going to be amazing. Be smart, well, you know, you probably are smart. Work. Continue to be courageous. Right now you're not afraid. This is something that you're going to be able to continue to do. You are putting in the work, and you have the ability to, stillness in reverse, you have the ability to keep going. You have the instincts to create success. Ooh, how far are we going to go with this? Disguise. Ooh, You are showing everybody your true colors. You've taken off a mask. Sometimes when we are, when we're living our lives, we put on various masks to be able to fit in different areas of our lives, and it's almost like you have decided to take off that mask. You're going to be your true, authentic self. That has taken a lot of strength, and it has given you a sense of peace, even though it sometimes probably makes some people uncomfortable. For the most part, you are inspiring people to be their more authentic self. You cause awakenings where you go. I think we can just stop there. That's amazing. We did great. That was unplanned, but I support it and I love it. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. I'm gonna go ahead and get this posted, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.